Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. And I hope the weather is as beautiful by you as it is here by me. We are back today with our memory bear project. I've just been stabilizing up some of the fabrics that we had cut up last week. I was just finishing that up. We still have quite a few more to do, but we will be doing that a little bit today. I'm really hoping to get to a little bit of sewing today, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we've still got quite a bit of cutting left to do and prep our fabrics before we can get into that. But anyway, welcome back. Thank you again so much for being here. Uh, Thank you to all of our subscribers and all of our members. We really, truly appreciate y'all hanging out with us this evening or this morning. It is going to be one of those days, I think. But anyway, um, what was I gonna tell you guys about today? I do not remember. If you had a thimble redemption, not the million thimble redemptions, but the other thimble redemptions, or you were a winner of our cross stitch giveaway, those went out in the mail on Wednesday, so you should have been receiving them by now. I think most of them were 3-day turnarounds. If you do not receive yours by we'll say Wednesday next week, please let me know so that I can check the tracking for you because I do send everything out with tracking. Our Million Thimble Redemption winners, I have one. Carrie, I have yours curated. I just need to actually close up the box and get it in the mail to you. Raven, I have yours already all set to go. I just am waiting for the boxes. Those should show up today. I'm hoping the boxes will be big enough. But I have a funny feeling I'm going to have to find another box. But we'll see what happens there. But anyway, so those will be in the mail to you guys here soon. I'll let you guys know as soon as I get those shipped out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. Let me hop into chat and say hello to everybody there. I want to say the very first person in chat this morning was Carrie. Good morning, Carrie. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. Brat46 is also here with us. Brat46, I am so sorry to hear that you're not feeling all that well. I have been dealing with a little bit of something myself on and off the last week or so. It seems like it gets better and then it comes back again. I'm not sure what that's all about, but we don't need to talk about it. But that's hopefully you guys are feeling a little bit better there. Yeah, okay, just making sure. Sandra, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. Kathy is also here with us this morning. Good morning, Kathy. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you also for being a moderator of my channel. I truly appreciate it. I've told you guys before, this is not a one-woman show. We are a team here, and I really, truly appreciate that. So thank you for that. And if you guys have not already, make sure you go check out Kathy's channel. You can do exclamation point Kathy in chat. I love watching her channel. I know I say it all the time, but I really do and truly enjoy watching her channel. I usually catch the replays quite a bit, and I'm usually not by a phone, so I can't really leave comments and things. But I love to watch her replays. I love the conversations that they have, the projects that they do. It's like a quilt retreat every time you go. Every time you watch, it's so much fun. So make sure you guys check that out. You can do exclamation point Carrie in chat. Who else? Linda, good morning. Welcome back. She says, hey, everyone. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I am having a great Sunday thus far. So, Linda, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Patricia is also here. She says, happy Sunday Sew Day. That's right. Sunday Sew Day. I love it. Well, welcome back. Thank you so much. Raven is also here. Good morning, Raven. Thank you so much. Thank you to both you and Patty for being members of the channel as well. I truly appreciate that. Our next members only live stream will be not this week, but the next Monday. I think it's the 8th of June. That will be our next members only series, so make sure you check that out. If you guys are interested in joining that conversation, make sure you click the button down below that says join, or it might be like a square with a $sign in it. Click on that and select members, and for as little as I think $2.99 a month, you can be a part of that conversation. So that's really great to see. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Judy, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you as well. Let's see who else is here with us this morning. Kiri, Judy, of course, Streamlabs is here with us this morning. Thank goodness, right? So we can all get our thimbles in. Sylvia, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you also. Patty is here as well. Good morning, Patty. Welcome back. Let's see. Who else is here with us this morning? Just still scrolling through chat, guys. It's great. I always love it when it takes me forever to scroll through chat. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Brad46 says, not off to a good start. She must be referring to the thimbles. Sorry. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Raven says Lucas is probably in here lurking. I don't know where he's at, actually. He has some fun news, though. I don't know if he's going to share it with you guys today or when, but yeah, he'll have some fun news for you coming up soon. Raven, Judy, Kathy, Sylvia, Patty. Mary, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. You're snuck in there. Got the cross-stitch kit. Love it. Thank you, Danny. Oh, Patricia, I'm so glad you got it. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Make sure you post pictures of your progress on our Facebook and Instagram page, or even on the community page here on YouTube. I can't wait to see what it looks like. In fact, I just bought a bunch of, I'll tell you guys about this. I wasn't going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I just bought a bunch of really, they were 70 and 80% off clearance. A bunch of stamped cross stitches that I'm going to use as giveaways. They're really small ones, but they're stamped cross stitch. They're not counting cross stitch, so that'll be a little bit of fun for you guys to try out something different. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Hi, Janet. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. I can't say that I've seen your name in chat before. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. We are so grateful that you're here. And if Lucas shows up, we'll make sure to get you some extra thimbles so you can play some of the games in chat. Lee is also here this morning. Good morning, Lee. Welcome back. It's so great to see you. Make sure you check out Lee's channel. He is doing the, he does a train, he has a train diorama set up. I'm not sure what you call it, Lee. I'm so sorry. But he does trains, and they're awesome. I've seen this channel. We've been watching it a little bit, Mr. Wizard and I. Love what the setup that he's got going on there. It's absolutely gorgeous. So make sure you check them out. Check him out. Katie, good morning. Welcome back. Guys, Craft 2, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. My goodness, all kinds of new names and faces today. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you let us know. I think that, I mean, we're pretty good about being able to see who's new in the channel. If Lucas shows up, we'll make sure to get you guys some extra thimbles so you can play the games in chat. Earn those thimbles so you can redeem them in for prizes. Let's see. Who else is here this morning? My goodness, I feel like I'm missing a bunch of people. There's still an echo. Oh, is there still an echo? I'm so sorry. I didn't know anything about an echo. Does anybody else hear the echo? My goodness, let me know if anybody else hears the echo. It might be something on my end. I don't know anything. I'm not seeing anything. But if you guys are hearing it, let me know. Let's see. Susan is here this morning. Good morning, Susan. Welcome back. So great to see you. I'm trying to get through chat here, guys. Sorry about this. Janet, good morning. Rip It and So, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you again. There's Terry. Good morning, Terry. Welcome back. Gladys is also here. Good morning, Gladys. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Raven, thank you so much for giving those symbols. We'll make sure that we get those back to you. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Make sure you're keeping track of that so Lucas can get them back to you, okay? If it goes through. Sometimes it goes through, sometimes it doesn't. So, but if it goes through, make sure you keep track of that. We'll make sure to get you those back. I really appreciate you doing that for me. I appreciate that. I'm not sure where Lucas is at today. Oh, and it went away? Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. If there was an echo, I'm really sorry. I would definitely try to take care of that. Did it actually give them to her? I don't know. Did it? It usually, no echo. Okay. I'm not sure. Raven Honey, if you wouldn't mind, I'm sorry, Janet Honey, if you wouldn't mind doing exclamation point symbols in chat, it'll tell you how many symbols you have, and then that way we can just double check and make sure that you've received the ones that people have been trying to give you. All right, I think I've gotten through everybody in chat. I think. Kind of jumped around on me a little bit, so I do apologize for that. Okay, I think I've gotten through everybody in chat. If I missed you, I am truly, truly sorry about that. I need you to say hello to me one more time. This time, though, I want you to tag me in it. You can do that by using the @ symbol. That's the A with the circle around it. And you type in "so not an expert." And what that does is it highlights it right on the screen for me. So then hopefully I don't miss it. Of course, sometimes I do still miss it, but my moderators have a different way of getting in touch with me. So make sure you harass them until they see it. Yeah, Raven, it doesn't look like it's working. I'm sorry about that. We'll make sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like it went through. Okay. Well, hopefully Lucas shows up later today. We'll see if he can get it to work. If not, we will definitely get them to you. I'm sorry about that. But in the meantime, you are earning them just for participating in chat and just for watching. So you do have a few, like maybe 25 or something, that you can play with at least for a little while until we get you a little bit more. Streamlabs is supposed to automatically gift out new subscribers, 2,500 of them, but for whatever reason, it doesn't work. So we usually give them out manually. Give isn't working tonight. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so before we get started on our today's project, of course, we need to say hello to our four-legged friends. One of them you can see is already waiting impatiently for her treat because she knows it's her turn. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the other ones in here. Addison is also in here with me today. She is laying comfortable in the bed, but let's see if we can get the rest of them in here. There's Benji. Where's the Wrigley? Oh, I hear her. There she is. There we go. Good morning. Good morning, puppies. Say good morning to our friends. Say good morning, friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, friends. One more. Wrigley, you want one more? Got Wrigley. We got Ivy. We got Addison. And we got Mr. Benjamin. Good. Good puppies. All done. Thank you. Benji has been very loud and obnoxious all day today, so I'm going to apologize in advance for all of his barking, because I'm pretty sure that he's just going to keep barking. It looks patient to me. So he's just been barking all morning long, so I do apologize for that if you guys can hear it in the background. Cherry, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. Thanks so much for being here this morning. My goodness, so many friends and family today. Oh, Terry got it to work. Oh, excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Terry. Maybe it's a moderator thing. I'm not sure. Oh, Lucas is really the only one that knows how to do that. Terry says, listening in while cutting fabric. No, absolutely no problem. We appreciate that. Terry says, I have a four-legged friend in my care. She's a Havanese Shih Tzu mix. Oh, those are so cute. I love the Havanese's hair. Oh, gosh, so cute. Oh, so much fun. All right, Mona, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you as well. My goodness, so many friends and family today. So many. All right, so we are back to our Memory Bear project. Now, you guys, for those of you who have been watching the channel, you know that this is round 2 of our Memory Bear project. We've actually already made one. He sits right here. He's actually decorated for Memorial Day / Independence Day right now. So he sits right there, and the rest of them, I have a bunch of them that I want to make. I want to make at least 6 or 8 of them. So we're prepping the rest of the fabrics that I have to try and start making some more of these. So this is the second round, and we're going to try and do this a little bit more in bulk. I've got four shirts that we're working with. We've already got a couple of them stabilized. I am using a stabilizer, which I have a whole bolt of it back here. Whole bolt of it back here because I knew we were going to have a lot. This is the Pelion P44F lightweight fusible interfacing. So we're going to be using that later. I do have some extra pieces from some previous projects that I'm trying to use up first. So that's actually what I was doing just when you guys came in here, is I was just trimming off the excess edges from this piece here that I just finished. Excuse me. So that is what we're going to be working on this morning. Somebody, before you guys ask me, because everybody always asks me, what's the pattern? The pattern is Simplicity 8155. That is the pattern that we're following for these teddy bears. It makes about a 14-inch teddy bear. You can see him here. He's here, here. 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. Excuse me, and ears. He's back there. He's a little bit darker in color, so you can't really see him too well. But he was our first one, so we made some mistakes. We learned some things. We purchased some new equipment to help us make these a little bit faster, a little bit more efficient, a little bit better. And so now we're moving on to the rest of them. And it has been a little bit since we made these. So, like, it took me a few minutes this morning to figure out where the heck we were at with regards to this project. Excuse me. I have something caught in my throat this morning. It's kind of annoying. I wonder if I would ask Mr. Wizard for a throat lozenge, but at the same time, if I do that, then I really shouldn't be talking because I might spit it out at you. We wouldn't want that. So we'll just try and manage without. I was hoping to get to some sewing today, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think that we're going to have too much cutting and stuff to do today. Not at 3:30. What's at 3:30? All right, so this piece is now stabilized and ready to go. We are on to our next piece. So I have 3 pieces from each shirt that we're using because we cut off the pocket. If you guys remember, we cut off the pocket rather than kind of pulling the pocket out and things like that. We just cut it off because we should have more than enough. Now, I've kept all of the scraps from these because I do want to make a couple of Frankenstein bears if I can. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Something caught in my throat today. You know, I think I told you guys this before, but where are you going? Oh, right, okay. Have a good day. That was Taylor. What was I talking about? She completely distracted me. Now I forgot what I was talking about. I don't remember what I was talking about now. She completely distracted me. Well, it'll come to me. It will come to me. I don't remember what it was now. All right, so I am trimming off, and I know I could pull the seams out for this one, but I'm just trimming off the bottom hem because I don't really need it. And then I'm also trimming off the buttonholes. The other side of the shirt where the buttons actually sit, I've actually just been ripping the seam for that and using that extra fabric. But where the buttonholes are, I just didn't want the holes. So we're just going to skip that. We're just going to trim it off and toss it. There we go. What was I talking about? Does anybody else remember what I was talking about before Taylor came in here? Taylor is headed over to a friend's house to drop some stuff off because her friend is moving. She was letting me know she was leaving. And now I don't remember what it was I was talking about. I will have to look at pics of doggy. Did she go to the groom recently? I'm allergic to what they spray on them. Which dog? Benji went to the groomer about 3 weeks ago. Scrappy Crafter, good morning. Um, Benji went to the groomer about 3, 4 weeks ago now. Yeah, we had to cut basically all of his hair off because it was completely matted. He's our newest dog. He's our puppy. He's about 7, maybe 8 months old. Um, but yeah, his hair was really long. It was beautiful. It was so super soft, but it was just completely matted underneath. So they had to basically shave him, which is fine. We understood that. That kind of happens with the Wheaton Terriers. They have an undercoat that's kind of like a fuzz, a peach fuzz, and it gets really matted very quickly. So you basically have to keep them short while they're little, and then eventually you can get to a point where you're actually you can keep them a little bit longer. Addie's hair, we've kept Addison's hair pretty short for the most part. Where her hair is at right now is usually about the longest that we will keep it, just because otherwise, same thing, she gets really matted. And the matting is painful to them. It's like, imagine if you had this like really big knot in your hair and it was like pulling on your head all the time. So it's kind of the same thing. So we try not to get them to be matted. Of course, Ivy is here with us. You can see her. You can see her. She's always in here. That's because this is where the snacks are. She also needs a haircut. We're working on that. So we've decided to move. Yes, Memory Bear projects. That's what we're working on today, Scrappy. Yep. Oh, Terry is babysitting a dog. Oh, gotcha. Oh, you were asking about the dog that she's sitting. Okay. Well, either way, we're working on switching out groomers because my daughter Taylor, she works for a doggy daycare center that offers grooming services as well. So we've been trying to switch over to her services just so that we can kind of have them there with her instead of having to like drop them off on the weekends and stuff. It'll just be a little bit more convenient. But in order to do that, because they are a doggy daycare center, they do require certain things, certain reports and stuff from the vet, which we have them all. We're kind of flipping through different veterinarian services as well. So it's kind of like this whole thing. So all of our dogs are in desperate need of haircuts right now, but we will get to them shortly. Gypsy. Oh, I love that name. That is awesome. That is really awesome, Terry. All right. All right. So yeah, so we are working on Memory Bear projects today. This is our second round. Our first round we did, we made this one here. This one here. And now the second round, now that we know what we're doing, we're going to be making a bunch more of them. So, right, first thing we have to do is obviously prep our fabrics just like any other project. So these are used flannel shirts. These were my dad's. My dad passed away back in 2019. And so these are all from my dad. My stepmom was kind enough to give them to me after he passed, and I've had them here with me with the intent of turning them into teddy bears, and I just I didn't have the emotional strength to do it until just recently. So that's where I am at with that. So every once in a while I get a little misty. You guys are kind of used to it by now, and I appreciate that. All right, this one is now stabilized as well. So I am stabilizing these. You don't. This isn't not necessary. This is not a necessary step in some cases, but I do prefer to stabilize them. I feel like it just kind of helps me work with them a little bit better. Your Julie used to get mats. There was a spray in a blue bottle that would detangle. I don't remember the name. She didn't like the sound of spray, so we just shaved them off. Fair. That's fair. We do try to brush ours on a regular basis, especially the Wheatons, because they do have the hair that mats so easily. We do try to brush them. Addison does not like being brushed. She does not like the brush. Benji doesn't seem to mind it so much. So we've been brushing him a little bit more often. Of course, now his hair is so short right now that he doesn't need it, but we at least run the brush over him anyway just to get him used to it. Um, Sorry, guys, I don't want to cut a finger off here. Give me a second. There we go. All right, so there's that one. So now I'm gonna. This one is the where the buttons were. The buttons were here. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip the seam on this one. I'm not ripping the seam on the side where the button holes are because I didn't want to have to deal with the holes. But this is, you know, a couple of extra inches of fabric here. So just trying to utilize as much of it as I can. Janet, look at you winning thimbles already. My goodness, you got the hang of that quick. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I wanted to let you guys know we are getting closer and closer to our 1,000 subscriber goal. We are at 900 subscribers right now, so only 100 more to go. So if you guys have a group or you know, a Facebook group or anything like that where you can share our channel with, I'd appreciate it. That way we can get to that 1,000 subscriber goal just a little bit faster. Once we do, we have a 1,000,000 thimble redemption box that will be going out to one lucky subscriber when we get to that 1,000 subscribers goal. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. All right. So I'm just pulling the seam out here. Trying really hard not to rip the fabric. But yeah, so I was telling you guys before, maybe that's what I was telling you about before. Hi Marie, welcome back. About the so I just bought a whole bunch of 8 or 10 of them. I don't even know because they were really cheap. They were only a couple of bucks. Stamped cross stitch projects that we will be using as giveaways here on the channel. Probably in the next couple of months. So if that's something that's of interest to you, make sure you're checking out our cross stitch live streams. I'm not going to do them on every live stream. I like to do them at random. So then that way, you know, there are people out there that watch live streams just for the free stuff, which I get it. But I try to avoid that. So that's why I don't usually advertise when I'm doing giveaways, and I just kind of do them at random. And I don't usually tell you guys either, so that way it can be a little bit of fun. But I did buy some of those. They were only a couple bucks a piece, so they were on clearance. So that'll be fun, something fun for you guys to, if that's something you're interested in. In fact, I think our next week's live stream will be our cross stitch live stream. I'm not saying that we're doing a giveaway next week, but because I won't have the pieces that quickly. But next week we will be doing our cross stitch live stream. It's also the first stream of the month, so we do run those a half an hour late because we do a virtual breakfast with all of our kids. We have 5 girls that are all well over the age, well, all but one of them is over the age of 21. 4 of the 5 have graduated from college and are off doing their own things. And so we do virtual breakfast with our kids. We started doing that when they were in college, just kind of give them a little bit of home once a month. Not every week, just once a month. But to give them a little slice of home. Make them, you know, so that they don't feel too lonely. And then after they all graduated, we decided to continue to do it. We were taking a break during the summer months just because everybody was kind of home and things like that were crazy, stuff like that. But now that all of them are out of school, we probably will continue with it. All right. Scrappy Crafter wants to know what the heist is about. Well, Scrappy Crafter, that's just another way for you to earn thimbles. It's just a little game that gets played inside of chat. It's basically a random luck of the draw. You enter the heist by telling the computer how many of your thimbles you're willing to risk, and then there's a countdown period, usually about 5 minutes, and then the computer randomly selects winners. Now, in most cases, when you're playing the other games, the computer is just giving you your thimbles, or just giving you thimbles. But in this case, you actually risk them from other players as well. So that is the other part of it. The original, it says a treasure hunt. I can't change that particular text. It's part of Streamlabs text that it has set up. I have not been able to figure out how to change it. Of course, I have not dedicated any time to it recently, so there may have been changes made to it. And maybe now it's fixed. I don't know. But yeah, that's what it is. It's just another way to earn some extra thimbles in chat. There is a timeout period for that. There's a cooldown period for that one. It's just another fun game that you can play to earn more thimbles. The thimbles are basically a points program. It's a lot. You're earning these points, and then you can redeem those points in for prizes. They can be fat quarters. They can be random notions. They can be random patterns. There's even a million thimble redemption prize, but it'll take you a little while to get there. But there is one of those as well. That's a grand prize. That one is a really big give out. Really, really big. Okay, let's flip this over to the back. Just something fun to do in chat while you're watching, while you're hanging out with me. It's also another way for me to be able to say thank you for hanging out with me. There we go. Scrappy Crafter wants to know, do I like this iron and is it a Panasonic? Yes. Yes, it is. It's brand new to me. I have had Panasonic cordless irons before, but this one is different. This one is actually the ceramic plate. The one I had before was a metal plate. It finally died on me after 5 years, and it was used at the time. It was already 3 years old when I bought it, so that was 8 years that it lasted. So I thought that was pretty darn good for an iron. I do not put water in my iron, so that does make a considerable amount of difference with regards to the length of time that your iron will work for you. But yes, this is a cordless Panasonic iron. This one is a ceramic plate, and I absolutely love it, and that's why I bought a second one of them, because I really, really liked the first one. I love the versatility of it. It gets just as hot as a corded iron. It is not really heavy, though. It is pretty lightweight. It's not super heavy, so if that is something that's of interest to you, make sure that you this might not be the best choice for you. Mary, congratulations on redeeming your thimbles in for a random pattern. Those are purchased patterns that I have purchased over the years from my stash, and I will be giving them to you. Some of them are projects that we've made before, and some of them are not. So basically, I will go into my stash of patterns, and I will pull one out, and I will mail it to you. So, Mary, thank you so much for redeeming those. Make sure you email me with your mailing address, and I will get that out to you at the end of next month. I've already done this month's redemptions, although I might still be able to sneak it in, because I've got a couple more mailings that I have to do anyway. So make sure you email me with your mailing address. I may have it on file already. I may not. We'll have to wait and see. Go ahead and trim this off. I was going to go ahead and try to cut some stabilizer fabric to fit this, but I think I'm just going to cut the fabric off from here, and we'll put this in the scrap pile, and we'll use it as scraps later. I did have another piece like that too. Hi, baby. But yes, I absolutely love my Panasonic, and I have noticed a considerable difference with regards to the ceramic plate versus the metal one. The metal one is supposedly a non-stick plate, but you know, things like adhesives and Spray starches, they still stick to it. Like they still stick to it. You still require some maintenance to clean it, things like that. This one here literally just wipes right off. You know, you wait until the iron is cold, not hot, and it just literally wipes right off. It's just there's absolutely no sticking whatsoever. Um, so that is a considerable difference between the two. This one also stays warm for 120 minutes at a time. My other one only stayed warm for about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes of when it was not being used. I like the 120-minute time frame much better because it works out well for our live streams. The only drawback is that I have to remember to turn it off because I don't like it sitting here. I've also noticed the bottom of the base gets really really warm underneath. So I put a little silicone mat underneath it to protect my wood cabinet here. So if you do have it on a wood cabinet, make sure you put something underneath it. But if you just have it regular sitting on an ironing board or something like that, it's probably fine. It probably isn't going to cause any damage. But I just noticed that it was there, and so I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna protect the table just in case. Hi, baby. You've heard good things about the ceramic plate. Yeah, I was like, what's the difference? Like, I didn't understand the difference, and even when she explained it to me, I was like, okay, yeah, okay. Like the other one cleaned up really well for me, so I didn't really see any problems with it. But I do notice a difference with this one. Like as soon as it goes cold, you literally just take a dry cloth and you just wipe it right off. Like absolutely nothing sticks to it. Um, so that is definitely something that I've noticed. A difference between them. Go ahead. We have this, we have one more piece of this particular fabric, and then we have 3 pieces of a different fabric left, and then we can actually start laying our patterns out, our pattern pieces out, and start to cut those up. Just like any other regular, patterned project like this, it takes a little while for you to prep your fabrics. But once we get the fabrics prepped, then the sewing actually goes together pretty easily. If you are making this pattern now, or you're looking to make this pattern right now and you're looking for some more information, feel free to go back to our channel page, go into the playlist for our Memory Bears project, and you can see how we made that one. We are following the exact same pattern, and so that one might be helpful for you if you're looking for that information right now, because it will be a little while before we get to it again. But hopefully that helps you, and if you still have trouble or you have questions, feel free to email me. I'm happy to help. I am most definitely not an expert, but I will try and help you the best that I can. And there are other experts in our community pages, both in our Facebook and our YouTube pages, so you can obviously reach out to them as well. I say it all the time that I am not the expert. The ones in chat definitely are. So make sure to reach out to them. They can answer your questions probably better than I can. Yes, there's Ivy. Being patient, waiting. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. All right. Flannel likes to stretch, so I always iron it up first before I put my stabilizer on it, just to get all the wrinkles out of it, and to kind of get it to be as stretched as it wants to be. These are used flannels, so they have been worn and well loved. They don't have any holes in them or thin spots that I can see, so they are fairly new. I don't know how long my dad had them, but they were in really good shape. So my dad was a t-shirt and jeans and flannel kind of guy. That was his his attire of choice. And a sandwich. Oh boy. I told you, Benji's been barky all day. Sandy Shaw, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I really truly appreciate that. I do apologize that you're not able to participate in chat for another couple of hours. I hope that you understand that it's simply because we try and get rid of the trolls. And we tried for 30 minutes, that didn't work. We tried for an hour, that didn't work either. So we ended up having to go to the 2-hour live stream. The 2-hour time frame, so we apologize for that. But thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to get to know you better. Alrighty. So now we're going to need some more fabrics, or some more stabilizers. So I told you guys before, I've got this, I have not opened it yet. It's still sealed in the plastic. But we've got this plastic bolt of it. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. Ooh, there's no point on these scissors. Brenda, good morning. Welcome back. I realize there's no way she can see the chats. She should be able to see the chat. She just can't participate in it. But you should still be able to see it. But good morning, Brenda. Welcome back to the channel as well. Thank you so much for that. All right. All right, let's see what we've got here. So this is our stabilizer fabrics. Cut off a piece here, see what we can work with. Yep, I have not seen Lucas this morning. I don't know where he's at. Him and Tony are probably doing something. Okay, let's set this over here for now. All right. Oh, you've been chatting with me? Oh. Gotcha. All right. Get that one closed up. Oh my goodness. Puppies, quiet please. My goodness. Oh, dang it. I folded it in half. Why didn't you guys remind me that I had folded it in half? Well, I only cut the fabric long enough for one half. Because I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy sometimes, I swear. Oh well, I'll have to cut 2 pieces then. Oh, jeez. Sometimes I wonder about me. That's alright, though. Let's go ahead. I forgot that I had folded the fabric in half. I do have just a piece of really thin cotton fabric that I like to lay on the top, um, just to protect my iron from the stabilizing fabric, and it helps the iron kind of move a little bit smoother. I usually start off with a nice hard press, and then I start to smooth it a little bit once I know it's anchored. I just kind of go real slow back and forth. Addison, enough! My gosh. What is your deal? There we go. A little bit of Frankensteining, not a lot. There we go. Your local shop participates. There we go. We will trim all this excess off here in just a little bit as we get the rest of it ironed up. Great. There we go. Ta-da! Perfect. All right. Let's cut another piece of stabilizing fabric because I didn't cut it right the first time. Go. I bought the bolt from Waywick. That seemed to be the least expensive. I did check Amazon and I checked a couple of other quilt stores to kind of compare prices, and it seemed like Waywick was the least expensive for what I was looking for. I have used them a lot for a lot of things. I really like the company. They ship very, very quickly. Um, I like the fact that it's wholesale prices direct to consumers. So a lot of savings there for a lot of things. Go ahead and keep that just the way it is. So definitely check that out. I have bought my Gutermann thread from there for quite a few years now. I really like it. You get the nice big rolls of it. So I have really appreciated that. I've also bought a lot of my, you guys see me use the spool and bobbin holders. I buy those from there as well. I've also bought some needles from there also. It's just a really nice wholesale store online. Oh, look at anything. Let's do that again. There we go. Definitely an online store that I would recommend for sure. Waywick, Wawak. They're an online vendor, their website online. They do wholesale for all of your sewing supplies needs. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. They're just a really great company that I like to purchase stuff from. I've purchased a lot of things from them over the last few years. They do have a free catalog that you can sign up for if you go on their website. You can sign up for their catalog to get a whole product overview of everything that they offer. But it's not just quilting supplies, it's all kinds of sewing supplies that they offer. They also have some repair parts for your sewing machine as well. So if that's something that you're looking for. I have found their thread to be the least expensive of all of the other places I found. They also, or they did have Orifil thread. I don't think they do anymore. I don't think they carry it anymore. But they do have other cotton threads if you are not necessarily brand specific. I use Gutermann. I love the Gutermann thread. I get the nice big rolls of it. You guys can see here, it's a nice big roll. They are limited in what colors they offer. So you do have to, keep that in mind. Rhonda, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel as well. I truly appreciate that. We are on our way to 1,000. We are on our way there. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate you subscribing. Can't wait to get to know you better. I apologize that you're not able to participate in chat this round, but we will be able to participate here soon. Soon enough. On Wednesday, we will be back here at 7:30 p.m. Central Time for our Whip Wednesday, where we're just going to be working on some whips and UFOs, obviously. So make sure you come back then to be able to participate in chat so we can get to know you better. Just going around the edge here. I'm going to be trimming this up, so I want to make sure that the edges are nice and secure. Speak of the devil, it's about time he showed up. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas is in the house. Good morning, bud. We've got a couple of new subscribers in chat. I think Terry was able to get them some thimbles. No Bramble tomorrow night, Brenda. That is next weekend. Next week, Monday. Next week, Monday. So, what is that, the 5th? No, sorry, the 8th. The 8th is our next Blackberry Bramble. Excuse me. You can't keep up with it. Well, that's okay. That's what the replays are for. Don't you worry. Don't worry about it. No worries. We've got our fabric cut up. Turns out there was a lot more fabric to cut than we originally thought. We've got it all cut up now, and we're going to start sewing our third block. next time we come back, which will be in a couple, it'll be on the 8th. Yes, every other Monday, Brenda, so just go ahead and set it up on your calendar. Every other Monday. Brenda is talking about our members only live streams that are available to all of our members, not just specific ones. All of our members are able to join our live streams every other Monday. I put the link up for our Zoom call. You are welcome to join our Zoom call if you'd like. The streams are live streamed and they are saved for replays. So if that's something that's makes you uncomfortable, we completely understand. You can always participate in chat, but they are only open to our members. And right now we have been working on a project called Blackberry Bramble. It's a project that Mama Joyce and I are working on, and Brenda has also been working on it with us. That's why she was asking about it. Just trimming up the edges here. We have been working on that. Absolutely beautiful fabrics, and unfortunately the pattern is not available to the public. It was only through this Block of the Month program that we were working on, which is kind of unfortunate because the pattern is absolutely gorgeous. But we will be giving away the pattern. Mama Joyce and I will be both gifting the pattern away after it is completed. Her and I will, so each of us will have a copy of it, if that's something that's of interest to you. But it will be a considerable amount of time before we get there, and of course, it will only be offered to members. Brenda says, I subscribe to YouTube, so no more commercials. So loving it. Oh, I bet, Brenda. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Lucas says, I do have other news. He says he's not sure if we're ready for it or not. Ooh, I know what this other news is. I'm excited about it. I know what it is. I'm really excited about it. Lucas wants to share some news with us. What do y'all think? Should he share it or should he keep it to himself? Should we keep it a surprise? I'm a salt truck for ice. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. Linda Denton says, tell us, tell us, tell us. Right, yes. It's not going to happen until August, but he can tease you about it. Again. Benjamin! Sorry. We're going to be having the fence in our backyard replaced. We're going to have one side of the fence replaced, and I am like kind of not looking forward to it because he's going to just be a complete and utter bear. He's just going to be a pain. He is going to be a pain. My goodness, another subscriber. Rhonda, thank you so much for joining the Thumbelina program. My goodness, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Members Only Club. Hearts in chat for Rhonda, folks. Hearts in chat for Rhonda for joining the membership club. Thank you so much for that. Can't wait to get to know you better. Our next Members Only live stream will be next week, Monday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll throw up a link in chat at 30 minutes, or throw up a link in our community post 30 minutes before the stream. You are welcome to join us on a Zoom call if you'd like, or you can just watch. That's fine too. There's like a fuzz ball here, and I'm just trying to pull it out. See what that's all about. Hearts in chat for Rhonda for becoming a new member of the channel. Thank you so much for that. Truly, thank you. All right, so let's get this ironed up here. Get it kind of stretched out the way it wants to be stretched out. Yes, Rhonda, welcome. So exciting. New subscribers, new members. My goodness, it is a busy day today. Oh. Lucas says he's going to tell us. Oh, it's exciting. I know the news. So I really can't, but it's not my news to tell. It's exciting, though. Are you ready? Here we go. Lucas is going to tell us this exciting new news. It's channel related. There you go. He says he signed up for the Summit PMQ and he will be back in the After Dark stream starting in August. Yay! I am so excited that he has signed up for another Cotton Cuts. I have not. He is the one doing it all by himself, but that means that he will be able to help you guys every month. So he is going to be part of our After Dark edition once again starting in August. And so he's going to be working on that. Mama Joyce and I are going to be working on other projects. It's going to be chaos, but it's going to be a lot of fun too. So really exciting. So you're not pregnant with twins. Yes, another quilt project on the docket for Lucas. Apparently he has missed it. So it'll be a lot of fun. Lots of fun for him. I did consider joining the summit, but I have so many projects going right now. I just was not going to have the bandwidth to do it. So he did so great on the first one. So I'm really happy for him. We're going to be here to help him out with it. He's got questions about the pattern or things like that. It'll be a lot of fun. So if you guys are joining on the Cotton Cut Summit program, you'll be able to do it along with him. It'll be a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. So yeah, he's going to be joining us starting in August. He said the first one ships in July, so he's going to start to join us in August. That way it gives him time to receive his pieces, read the instructions, and get prepped and ready to go. That is exciting news. Isn't it exciting? Yeah. So if you guys are doing the summit along as well, you can wait and do it along with him to give him some help out with that on the After Dark editions. Okay. Let's see if I can put this over here for now. There we go. All right. So I've cut a piece. There we go. First clue ships July 31st. Ah, gotcha. Okay. You should be able to get it in time for June, for our August live stream. Let me check. I don't think we have our August one set up yet. So. Brad 46. Brad 46 says, Lucas, we can always tape a watermelon to your tummy so you know what it's like carrying a baby trying to sleep and see what trying to sleep is like. funny. Maybe when maybe when Tony becomes when him and Tony decide to start a family, maybe that'll be something he does. Who knows? I think right now they're more focused on a wedding, which there is no date for a wedding just yet. They've got a couple more things they want to do first before they worry about that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no hurry. They're both still very, very young. Tony is only 23, so she's got plenty of time left to start thinking about babies and houses and all that other stuff. Right now, they should just enjoy their youth. Oh, it did not connect. Okay. Doesn't look like it's stuck very well, so I'm just going to go over it again really, really gently. Really, really gently with this iron. Make sure it gets stuck on there before we trim it. Truck, what? Oh, salt truck. Too funny. Time flies. Yes, it does. Time flies. I was very young when I had the girls. A little bit too young, in my opinion, but I don't regret it. I was 22 when they were born. So the girls are already a year older than I was when they were born, so that's good. Good for them. I don't regret it having the girls that young, for sure, but part of me thinks I probably should have waited a little bit longer. I think some things would have been a little bit easier in life. But at the same time, you take what life gives you and you find a way to adapt. And I think in the end, everything worked out the way it was supposed to. So. There we go. right. Raven says I was 20 also, and my son turns 20 in October. Yeah, I was 22 when the girls were born. And I had just turned 22 a couple months before. Oh. Mulberry or cobalt? What are we talking about? Talking about colorways? Lucas, Lucas, have you said what colorway you've chosen yet? If not, I think you should keep that one a secret. Oh. My nose is itchy. I think I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna apologize in advance because it will be loud and obnoxious because that's how I sneeze. Oh, I think I remember what it was I was going to tell you guys about now before Taylor interrupted me earlier, and that was about. I've been telling you guys about it for weeks now, but we are in the final stages of my office relocation. My company, the company I work for, I work for a division of a much larger company, and my division is relocating to a different building. This will be our third move in 15, 18 years, something like that. This will be our third move. We have already moved manufacturing out. Manufacturing is done. They are moved out. The office has been completely packed up, and our last day in the office will be on Monday for some of us. Others have already went remote. Most of my team, well, all of my other team, all my team has went remote already, except for myself. I will be going remote starting on Tuesday for 3 weeks while they do construction, because there is some construction that needs to be done. So that has been taking up a considerable amount of my time lately. Just, the prepping of that and making sure that everything is coordinated the way it's supposed to be and things like that. So I'm excited that we're finally in a position where things are actually happening and we're not just talking about it anymore. We've been talking about it since January, so I have one more long drive. It takes me about an hour to get to my office currently, and my new office is only about a third of the way. So I'm going to be cutting my commute down from an hour down to 20 minutes, which I'm really excited about. I've been driving that hour for the last 25 years. And yeah, it'll be weird being able to get home, so much earlier and different traffic patterns because of different times of the day and things like that. So it'll be interesting. Right now, I literally drive past my new office every day, and I have for many years. So that'll be interesting. But yep, one final drive to my existing office. One final day of hour-long commutes. So it's exciting, and then I'll be remote for about 3 weeks here at home. So I've been trying to set up this office here to work with that. So we will still continue to do our live streams later in the evenings. because that's kind of the time frame that we've set for ourselves already. But it also gives me an opportunity now that I'm going to be home and remote to do some additional stuff during the week if I feel like it. So keep an eye out on the channel for some strange things happening over the next few weeks, just for some fun. Um, I am also going to be working on our June schedule here, either today or sometime this week or weekend. So that will be coming up here soon as well. I need to do that. Um, we will have, excuse me, I'm sorry, one weekend in June that we will not have a live stream. Mama Joyce and Sherlock Cheryl and I are going on a little bit of a weekend road trip to see some stuff. I might share some more of that information with you later. But there will be one weekend in June, one week in June that one Sunday in June that we will not have a live stream. I do not have the calendar in front of me. It's sitting on the printer right now, so I can't tell you exactly which weekend it is. It's towards the end of the month, I can tell you that much. Terry says, my niece just went back to work in the office after 6 years of working from home. She is struggling. Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's gotta be difficult. We did remote work for a period of time during COVID, but then we transitioned back into the office. Um, and we have been back in the office full time for a considerable amount of time now. I do have the ability to work remote, and I do work remote on occasion for, a day, maybe two, depending on what I've got going on for situations. But it's not a permanent thing. Um, so I have worked remote before. I do understand how to do it. I am um, pretty disciplined when it comes to that. I actually end up working more at home, working more hours at home than in the office, just because I have less distractions. So I actually get things done a little bit faster. Yes, I am here with my puppies, but they sleep during the day for the most part, and everybody else in my house is out working. So it was actually harder during COVID because everybody was home as well. The girls were home from school. Mr. Wizard was home for a short period of time during COVID. So it was actually more difficult to work remote from home during COVID because there were a lot more distractions. But I'm excited for this new change in my career. It's going to be exciting. We are moving our office in with another division who has an extra large building that they don't really utilize all the space for. So we are moving in with them, and we're going to be taking over all of their empty space and then some, because we are a much larger division than they are. So we're going to be taking over a lot of that space. Of course, there's always a little bit of anxiety and unknown with the unknowns of how things are going to work and who's going to be in charge of what, and because they're their own company too, so they've already got their own, you know, departments and stuff. But I firmly believe that we can all figure it out, and that we will figure it out. And apparently, my neighbors are working on their cars again, so I apologize if you guys can hear that in the background. But I'm excited for this new chapter in my career. I'm really excited for the shorter commute, of course. But it's going to be working with new people, new products, a new way of doing things. There's going to be a transition period for all of us. And I think we're going to work through it really well. We will all find a way. Scrappy Crafter, welcome back. Not much. I was just telling everybody in on my corporate job and what I'm going to be doing for that. Nothing really crazy. We are still stabilizing our fabrics. We're just about done though. We only got 2 pieces left. And then we can start, we can pull our fabric pieces, our pattern pieces out and actually start to lay those out. And I've not used it yet, but I think I might actually use it for this project here. I have an electric pair of scissors that we might end up using for this project because I'm hoping to be able to like layer these and do them all at once. We'll have to wait and see. Sean, good morning. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let's see what we can Frankenstein here. These pieces are kind of small. Kind of small. I don't think I'm going to have enough to Frankenstein this one. I have some pieces, but I have all this empty space here. So we'll put these away for now. We'll go ahead and just grab a new piece of Peloton from here. My nose is all itchy. If you guys have not already, make sure you go check out Sean's channel. He's a close friend of mine. I always love joining him on his channel, and I appreciate him having me on. He always has a new guest every week, and it's so much fun to learn about these new content creators and make new friends, things like that. It's really great to do those types of things. Make sure you check him out. You can do !! Sean in chat. That's SEAN in chat. He makes such really cool projects. His stuff is never easy either. He really likes to be challenged. He really likes the challenge. Scrappy Crafter, thank you very much for throwing that link up there. I appreciate it. Make sure you check him out. He has a new guest on his channel every week. Every Saturday morning, he does a live stream with a new guest. And of course, he also does his weekly vlog of projects that he's working on. Oh, great. That's great. Thank you for that. We have a lot of content creator friends here on this channel, and I like to support them as much as I can. Because there is plenty of YouTube to go around. I am not the competitive type. At least not when it comes to YouTube, anyway. Some other things maybe, but not YouTube. All right. Got a couple of pieces to trim up here. I like to trim off the edges just because otherwise when I start to iron them up again, it gets stuck on my wool mat. So I like to trim off the edges. All right. Victoria, welcome to the channel. Scrappy Crafter, I assume that you are Victoria. Well, welcome, Victoria. Lucas, if you wouldn't mind, popping a link in chat for the Scrappy Crafter, I'd appreciate that. Sandra, no, Terry. Terry already put the link in there, but if we could get one set up for her, get a command set up for her, I'd appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Okay, now this one is really neat. This one's got some ink on it, some like paint or something on it. I want to make sure I try and capitalize on that as much as I can. Now, unfortunately, some of it is on the buttonholes pieces, which is not something I normally use. So I want to make sure that I get that, because I just feel like it gives it this little something extra, you know? Really shows that it's used fabric. Yeah, go over. Give her a subscribe. Yeah. We have a lot of content creators friends here. Judy is also a content creator. If I know she was in chat earlier. She's just recently started her own channel as well. Make sure you check her out. There is plenty of space on YouTube for all of us. Go. Alright, now this should be a small enough piece that I can Frankenstein. This should work just fine. Oh yeah, perfect. Both of my moderators, Terry and Kathy, both have their own channels. Lucas does not have a channel. That's okay. A lot of my content creator friends have channels. You can do exclamation point links, LINKS, in chat. It'll give you a list of all of our content creator friends and their commands. And then from there, you can just start spamming chat with all of their commands to get them. Here he says, do you feel it getting easier to do this bear because of muscle memory? A little bit, Terry. It is a little bit easier. Like right now, I'm still kind of doing the stabilizing, but I will say that, yeah, it does feel a little bit easier with regards to just stabilizing the fabrics. Now, stabilizing fabrics is pretty simple and easy to do. This was our last piece, so I'm going to throw away these pieces, these little scrap pieces here. So, of course, there was, there's that. But now that we're going to be getting into the actual, like, nitty-gritty of laying out the pattern pieces, getting things, you know, sewn up, stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely feel like it's going to be easier this time around. If you guys watched the first round, then you'll know that I struggled a little bit. It's been a hot minute since I followed a pattern like this before, and so I kind of had to remember what it all meant. And you guys were so much help. And you guys helped me with getting the correct tools in place to be able to make these and things like that. And I think I might have told you once already before, but Mama Joyce has actually asked me to make another one of these bears for her with her dad's flannel. So we will have another one of these that we'll need to make eventually. So she said she's not ready for that just yet, and that's okay. There's no rush, there's no hurry. When she is ready for that, we will make it then. So it's, yeah, there's a lot. Lucas, I think is it creators or, yeah, you're right, it's creators. I'm sorry, you're right, it is creators. Yeah, Brenda just started her own channel as well. We'll need to get a link set up for Brenda as well. We're gonna keep Lucas busy this morning. Yeah, creators, not links, because links is that's different. Sorry, that's our Facebook and our Instagram. Dummy sometimes. So okay, so here are all of our pieces, all ready to go. We have one, two, three, four different fabrics here. I love this red one. This red one's gonna end up being my favorite, I think. Although I think this one here is probably my favorite. That one, probably my favorite. But okay, so we've got them all laid out here. So now what we need to do is we need to start. Oop, this one didn't really stabilize very well. Let's see if I can pick that up with everything. There we go. Going to need to pattern our pieces out now. So let's go ahead and grab the patterns. The last time we were together, you guys remember I used some, that's a lot of bears. It is a lot of bears. It is a lot of bears. Um, I can't remember the name of this fabric now, but we used some of this fabric to recreate the pattern pieces because I knew that I was going to be making a lot more of these, and the paper fabric just is not going to last for very long. So I created these extra pattern pieces, so we're going to be using those. So let's get our big pieces out first of each of these fabrics. These are the big back pieces. Let's lay those out. Let me find my directions because I need to remember. Again, it's been a minute since I've done this, so. Stuffing them was the hardest, Brenda says. It was not easy. It was not easy, I'll tell you that. But I don't know that it was the hardest part, but it definitely was not the easiest part. So, okay, so we do need a fold. Okay, so use pieces. Right sides together. Pin pattern to the wrong sides. Okay. Okay. That's what I was trying to find out. I couldn't remember. So we need to fold right sides together. as best we can. This way. We'll see how well I'm going to be able to do this. I may not be able to do this the way I wanted to. We'll see. There we go. And then this is our last piece. Right sides together. There we go. All right, so it's not, I mean, it's definitely thick, but not too thick. There is a limit, Scrappy Crafter, on how many thimbles. Even though you say all, there is. We did set up a limit so that you won't lose them all. It only means that the max is allowed per game. Lucas can tell you exactly what the max is per game. I think it's like 500 or 1,000. It's not as many as you would think. Okay, so these are all the smaller pieces. So we're going to pull those to the side for now. And these are all the bigger pieces. So I need to make 2 of these. So there's that one. And there's this one. And there's that one. That one. Bunch of little pieces. Trying to figure out how to put these all together. There we go. That should work. I'm going to go ahead and use safety pins to hold the pattern pieces down. We're going to have to try and cut through all this, and I don't know that it's really going to cut through very well. But what I think we could do is I think I can use my electric cutter to just kind of cut the big bulk and then fine cut the pieces once we get there. So that's going to be my plan. Because this is a lot to cut through otherwise. Now, the one thing that we could do is, because we do have these laid out, we could just cut them up one at a time. You know, now that we know what pieces can go on which, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can lay one out, cut it, lay the next one out, cut it, lay the next one out, and like, do that. But for right now, I just kind of want to lay it out and make sure that we're going to have enough fabric for everything we need. So I think I'm just going to pin it all right now, and then we can come back and figure out how we're going to cut it all out later. Dang, Janet, you're going to end up being able to redeem symbols on your first day. It can happen. I mean, like you can definitely get it going. For sure. If you're committed to it, you can get it going. Lots of people are able to do that pretty quickly. Oh, this isn't going to work. This piece is short. See, and this is kind of why I wanted to do this. That piece is going to be short. See how it's short here? Okay. Maybe we just have to do these one at a time. Maybe that's going to be the best way to do this, is just one at a time. I just want to make sure that I'm going to have enough fabric for this. I'm pretty sure I am, but I don't know. I'm kind of paranoid about it. We should have plenty, because I only have 4 pieces left to cut. Oh, there's only 4 pieces here. There's plenty. Plenty. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, because this is way too much to try and cut up all at one time. We're just going to do these one at a time, because 1, maybe 2 at a time. We'll see. There's too much here, and I need to make sure that I'm making 100% certain. So these are the smaller pieces. Let me put these back in the. Where did my Ziploc go? I'm usually much more organized than this, folks. Here it is. That's 13. There is a timeout period or a cooldown period with all of the thimble games. You need to make sure that you're not using the same dollar amount every time you put the command in. So what people will typically do, you'll see them do it. They'll do like 201 and then 202 and then 203 and then they'll go back to 201. So you just need to make sure that you're doing that, because otherwise it'll time you out. Okay. Let's do these one at a time. I wasn't going to, and maybe I could I do 2 at a time? I bet I could do 2 at a time. Let's try that. Trying to do all 4 at one time it's just too much. It's too thick. So let's do 1 this way. And 1 this way. Make sure that they're lining up exactly the way that they need to. Okay. The shorter piece on the top. Piece is shorter. Ever so slightly shorter. So let's just line that up. We have it nice and even. There. That's better. All right, so big piece first. Small piece next. There we go. That's better. There. That's better. I do still have the actual paper pattern pieces that I could use as well. But those papers are so thin that I'd be worried about trying to use them a second time. So that's why I had created these second pattern pieces, so that I could make sure that I was going to have them to use again. What is the name of this fabric that I use? Somebody help me. So, what was the name of it? I bought so much of it. Like, I have so much of it. Brenda says, I never gamble, but today I'm avoiding putting borders on this top. She says, I like the way you're doing. Sherry says, I like the way you're doing that, Danny. I don't think I've stacked pattern pieces that way before. Well, I don't normally, but I'm trying to follow the instructions. And I have to make 2 of each of these. And I'm trying to utilize as much of the fabric as I can. On my pattern pieces, I made sure to mark the green, the direction of the green, so that I would know which way to angle them. See, this one wants to go like this, like that. That is not going to work. See, it says the green needs to go up and down like this, but I don't have anywhere to do that with. Yeah, it's too far away. So it's just going to have to go against the green a little bit. So the green line goes like this. So I'm just going to have to, and this is the actual green line, so it's going to be off a little bit. It should be okay though, because this is not a green fabric, really. So it should be okay. One of the other things that I'm going to try to do as we're working on these is after I cut these, because I am going to need to use these pattern pieces again to cut more fabric, I'm going to mark the backs of all of these pieces with the number of them. I'm going to just use my marking pen, my water-soluble marking pen, to mark the backs of them so that I have the numbers and stuff on them. That is one thing that I did not do the last time we did this, and I feel like that would have been helpful. So we're going to try to do that this time. Yes, Brenda, you probably could. Yeah, you probably could. Yeah. She has a great idea. She says, can you print them on wax paper and then just use them with the iron to stick them on? Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. Yeah. Yeah. If you were making this many of them, you could absolutely print them all on the little wax paper and then that way you would have them all for each one. I think the way we're going to do this is probably going to work out okay. I say that now, but we'll have to wait and see. Um, but that would be a really great idea. That would definitely be a really good idea. Now, like I said, I do have an electric pair of scissors. I've never used them before, and I'm kind of a little intimidated by them, but I do have a pair. But they're not like cut scissors, they're like a blade. They just like, skim across. So I have not used it for anything yet. I might. Who knows? We'll see. All right, so these two. So this is the red, and so these are both the red ones. So let's grab the other pieces of the red ones so that we can get everything kind of cut up together. Let's these pieces here. Hi Liz, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. So great to see you. I hope you're doing well. You're having a fantastic week so far. What did I do with the... Oh, I know. There was something here. I wouldn't get them lost. That's right. Okay, so what have I got left? I've got 4 pieces left. Way. Welcome back, Way. I'm not sure who that is, but hello, Way. Then this one. Does it work better this way? I guess it doesn't really matter. Let me do this way. I don't think it really matters. Okay, so here are 2 pieces. Our 2 other pattern pieces. Let's see what we can do with these. Let's see. This one is this one here. So it goes. Well, much smaller. Much smaller. Let's see what we can do. Kind of a little limited on our space here. Yikes. Got one more piece here that's going to be kind of tight to get on here. It's not going to work. Nope. Sorry guys, just trying to figure this out here. Kind of laying out all the pieces, trying to figure out what's going to fit where. I'm a little bit tight on this one piece of fabric here. This one's going to have to go here. I don't have a choice. Now I could go... This one here has got to go here too. Hmm. Hmm. So these two will fit okay. No, they won't fit okay. Got a piece there that's hanging off. So, we're trying to figure it out here. This one here, a little bit longer now. There we go. There we go. Doesn't this sort of fit here now? There we go. That one can fit there. No, this one. Let's see if I can get these to do something a little different. Will it work this way? Is it wide enough? No. Barely. Barely. Barely long enough. Sometimes it's a little bit of a game of charades, trying to figure out what fits where. Especially when you only have so much fabric to work with. So if I do this one, this piece is going to be off by short by a little bit. I'm just trying to figure out how I can manipulate it. I could Frankenstein some stuff up together if I really needed to. But I'm trying to avoid that if I can. Really trying to avoid that. It's gonna be tight. I can get these on here. What am I missing? Everybody's playing the games. Alright, sounds good. Y'all keeping yourself entertained. I appreciate that. I think that we're just gonna have to go with it and figure it out. Because this is all the fabric I've got. Looks like cutting off that little extra pieces that we cut off before was not to our benefit. We'll have to figure it out. Sorry. We will figure it out. Raven wants to know if she shakes Lucas, how many thimbles will fall out. That's funny. He's not a leprechaun. For those of you who are new to the channel, Lucas is my soon-to-be someday son-in-law. He is engaged to my daughter. And he is the original OG moderator for our channel. He was the very first person to actually watch the channel. Or one of the very first people. He's the only one in my family that watches it religiously. So I appreciate that. So that's why I made him a moderator. I said, well, if you're going to watch, I'm going to put you to work. And he has taken it upon himself to really learn and understand the whole thimbles program. I started it, but he's figured it out. And so when there's a question about the thimbles, we relay it back to him and let him figure it out. Because he is way smarter than I am. He has been on my channel before making projects. He's not a quilter by trade. Or a sewer even by trade. He is actually a crime scene investigator by trade. But he has been with us here on the channel and has heard the terminology and watched all the projects being built so many times that he's decided to join in a little bit. So he's actually done a cotton cuts project with us once before, and now he will have another one that he's going to be joining us on. It's starting in August. Well, he won't be joining us. We're not going to be doing it, but he'll be joining us on the camera, and we'll be helping him out with that. So that'll be a lot of fun. He was a true test of the Cotton Cuts program as to whether it was helpful for new sewists, because not only had he never quilted before, but he'd never even sewn before. And so that was a true testament to the Cotton Cuts program and how well it works for beginners. There. All right, there we go. Wow, a 15-year-old Rowena. Wow, that's impressive. That is very impressive. Wow. Okay, here's my pattern pieces. These are just some teeny tiny little scrap pieces. I will put those in my scrap bag. And then it is time to start cutting some things. It is time to start cutting. What time is it? Oh, actually, no, it's not time to start cutting things. It is actually time to end our live stream. Isn't that even more? That's even more sad. It is 12:30 already. My goodness, time flies when you're having fun. Well, friends, that is all we've got for today's episode. We will be back here next month with this project. For those of you who are new to the channel, that is the format that we have for this particular channel. I know it doesn't work for everybody. But we work on one project a month. Well, no, I take that. We work on a different project every week. We rotate them back in every month so that we can continue to work on a bunch of projects at one time. I have a tendency to get bored with things very easily, and so that's why I have this particular format. I know it doesn't work for everybody, and I am sorry if it doesn't work for you. I understand it's not for everyone. But we will be back working on this particular project next month. Again. Oh. But let's go ahead and get our stuff all cleaned up here. Take just a minute to clean everything up. But yeah, it is already 12:30. Wow, time flies when you guys are having fun, huh? We will be back here again with this project next month. We'll be back here again on the channel here on Wednesday for our Whip Wednesday. Now, typically with our Whip Wednesday projects, we don't work on projects that we have a series for. Unless, of course, it's like finishing up on a binding or things like that. But typically, we don't work on anything that we have a series for. So we definitely won't be working on this project during our Whip Wednesday. Sometimes on our Whip Wednesdays, I will pull out a project that you guys have never seen before, and I'll work on that. Sometimes, excuse me, I'm sorry. Sometimes I'll pull out my cross stitching and we'll do that. I have no idea what I do on a Whip Wednesday. It just depends on what I feel like. So no clue what exactly it is that we will be working on our Wednesday project. Maybe Mama Joyce will join us on Wednesday. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Sometimes she joins us, sometimes she doesn't. There we go. This bag is a little bit too small for this project. But once we get all the pieces cut up, it'll be perfectly fine again. You can tell I really like Ziplocs. Excuse me, I have this like little tickle in my throat. Let's go ahead and get this all. All right, so that is it for today, folks. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me this evening. Oh my God, what is wrong with me today? This morning, I really appreciate y'all hanging out. Like I said, we will be back here. Excuse me. We will be back here Wednesday evening, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, where we will be working on our whips and UFOs. And then we will not have any other live streams this week. I actually have kind of a quiet week. But I will be starting to work from remote, so I might pop in with something extra. We'll have to wait and see. Sorry again, folks, for this cheese. Thank you guys so much for all of the subscribers, the new members, just for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys so much for all of that. I truly appreciate it. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, so please make sure that you hit that like button below before you take off for the day. And if you haven't already, please share the channel with us as well. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber goal, so then hopefully we can start some new things here on the channel. Anyway, thanks again so much, guys. Congratulations to our redeemers and our our thimble redeemers. Oh my God, what's wrong with me today? I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys again here very, very soon. Bye for now.